Okay, team. Third time lucky. Let's try again. I'm working on this live stream thing. I am working on it. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I hope you're having a good New Year. So welcome, welcome. I would like to thank everyone and just let everyone know how grateful I am. I'm grateful to you guys. I'm especially grateful to my very patient and beautiful family. I know you guys, some of you guys enjoy looking at my tank, enjoy seeing my videos. Um, it's maybe it's challenging sometimes for the other people in my life. It's very interesting. I'm really grateful to be here to be making it happen. So excellent. Let's keep going. I'd like to talk to you for a moment about the inspiration for this tank. So let's see if I can make this work. I want to show you Takeshi Amano's home tank. I hope this is working. I'm showing you my desktop. This is Takeshi Amano's home tank, and when I saw the green aqua video of this, it just blew my mind. And the other one worth looking at is the Green Machine, James Finlay. The Green Machine, some of his shallow tanks definitely inspired my tank. So I think that's interesting way to view it. I hope they just did work. Anyway, I think that's an interesting way to view it. I would like to get better at doing these live streams. I'd like to have more options to show you. So one thing that I'm trying to work on is being able to have multiple cameras and being able to use my close-up camera here to show you some close-ups of the tank. So I think that's a nice idea. That's something I'm definitely working on as we move into the future. And if I'm trying to show you details, I think that's a nice way to do it. Cool. So I'm interested in questions from you guys. If you've got questions or there's things that you would like to know about this tank, how it's been set up, I definitely would be liking to be having conversations with you guys here on the live stream and talking about natural tanks and things that we find interesting. I'm going to set my phone up in a different spot and let's see if we can give you a nice close-up view of some other stuff going on in this tank. So I'll just bear with me for a sec. I'm just talking about like sustainability and how this tank, I'm not going to be upgrading it. I'm not going to be rescaping it. I'm just trying to be happy with what I've got with this tank. If I win the lotto, of course, there might be other things that we can look at. If I win the lotto, there might be other things we can look at over here in this section towards where the curtain is. I might put in like a cabinet or something like that with some nice plants growing. But as it is, that's how it is. All right, just looking at some odd jobs. So first thing I'm going to do is add a couple litres of water. I do enjoy having this tank at high water, even though I let it evaporate down and I have a cycle. I do, while it's at high water, I enjoy keeping it up there. So while I can stay onto it, while I can maintain it, I try and keep putting water in. And then once I sort of forget for a week or so and it starts going down, that's when I start the process of letting it evaporate down to low tide. So the other big job that's kind of always needs doing here is working on these roots. There's a lot of roots that are growing really quickly. There's a lot of roots that are growing really quickly here from the top garden here. And they're really starting to get out of hand sometimes. You really got to get in and be keeping an eye on them, trimming them off quite quick. Some of them, they're big before I even notice them. And what I'm really trying to do as much as possible is not let these top plants get their roots into the substrate. I think once that happens, there's going to be trouble. So at the moment, they're separate from the top straight, and I'm not letting them meet down in there. So the roots are good. They definitely held this top garden part together for me really nicely. But I think it's something you've got to stay on top of, and we want to just not let it get out of hand. So you'll notice that I've been making some ASMR videos of chopping roots. It's just something that I've got to keep on top of. Otherwise, before you know it, these roots will just get out of control. And once they hit the substrate, then I think there's going to be trouble. So I just try as gentle as possible just to take some of these out and try not to disturb my utriculata there, my carnivorous plant there too much. All right, you get the idea? Okay. Now the other thing I want to talk to you about is these big plants up the back here. So have a look. This large one has been there since the very beginning, and there's a tiny one. There's a new one in front of it here. So this leaf here, this is on a new baby plant, and I guess the question is, what are we doing here? Are we letting it grow like that? Are we letting it go and get that big? Or are we wanting to start looking at taking some of these plants out? So one option would be I could take this big plant out at the back and then let this new one, this new smaller one, grow in front of it. I'm not sure what you guys think about that now. And even if you give me an answer, even if you say, oh, Aaron, this is what we should do, I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to do what you tell me, but I am interested. Now, the other question I've got is in here, this space here, you can see this nice shape where I've got the big overhanging rock and this rock here. There's a crypt growing right here. And I'm just not sure. Do I need to dig it out and bite the bullet and transfer it over here somewhere? Or should we just leave it alone? I'm just not sure what you guys think. I'm interested. I'm interested in what you would be saying we should do there. Okay. So I did cut some roots off, some big roots off the back here earlier. But unfortunately I've been having a bit of trouble trying to get this live stream to work today. So that's happened. That's happened off camera for you guys, I'm afraid. Now, other than that, I am working hard at trying to improve my live streams here, have multiple camera angles for you, get some things happening. But I'm just not very good at it. So I'm working on that, guys. I'm doing the best I can do, and I'm going to improve. I'm very interested in if you guys have questions, if there's things you would like to know. I'm very interested to try and help answer those questions for you. Like I said, I'm really interested in trying to have a conversation around what goes on here, what's possible. I'm obviously learning. I don't know. So it's just one of those things where it's something that we can all work on and learn together. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that wasn't too much of a disaster. Hopefully it wasn't too painful to watch. Like I said, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. I'd like to have multiple camera angles and be able to, show you drawings and do other things. So definitely working on it. Thanks very much for joining me. Have a great day. Next time I'll be trying to live stream will be in Easter. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully I'll do some practice and be getting better at it by then. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Be nice to each other and take it easy. Cheers.